Hey everyone, thank you for watching the Famous Mommy channel. Today I wanted to address something pretty serious. I know most of my stuff is a little more lighthearted and about breastfeeding and stuff, but today I kind of wanted to address the issue of postpartum depression and share with you my crazy stressful day that I had to let you mommies know you're not alone in all this craziness. My 2-year-old made a huge mess to start off the day with a thing of raw oats. It was all over the floor, all over the table, and she refused to help me clean them up, which finally I got her to help me. And then my baby is sick with a 104 temperature today. It's been 24 hours we've been trying to get the temperature down or regulated, and it keeps coming back up even with the baby Motrin. It comes down and then it comes right back up when the Motrin's off. It's they say to wait about 48 hours before taking them in. It's not extremely high where it would cause any brain damage or anything, but it's about 103. Every time I've taken her in for a temperature at that point, they always just tell me to go home and to, wait it out and see if it gets any higher, or, they do a little test to see if it's the flu, but there's really no other symptoms right now. So she just might be getting a virus or something, which is really sad and scary for mommies, especially of an 8-month-old. And not only that, but when I tried to give her Motrin today after a bottle and a little bit of food, because it can upset their stomach if you do it without, she threw up all over me. And just from her gag reflex with the medicine, it's too thick. Whenever she gets it put in her mouth, it it was everywhere. It was all over me, all over my legs, all over the floor, if you can even imagine. So then, she still got her fever, so I have all her clothes off other than her diaper just to cool her down, some cold compresses, the normal stuff that you're supposed to do for a fever. We had a lukewarm bath, that kind of thing. So I put her in her crib as I was pumping, and explosive diaper everywhere. It just she leaned to the side and it went out everywhere. So I was dealing with her throwing up on me, and then the explosive diaper, and then my 2-year-old making a mess today, and I just wanted to close the door to the bathroom and cry. Just let it all out for like a half an hour. I was just so busy cleaning up the baby and trying to get her fever down and everything else that I just didn't have time to sit and have a good cry, which I needed. And as far as postpartum depression goes, it's real. I got it with my first around, I think 3 to 4 months it was with her, because I just didn't have a good experience with breastfeeding. They fed her formula at the hospital, so I just was really depressed. I felt like a failure, that I couldn't do it, and that, my milk didn't come in properly. I was able to get a little bit of breast milk, but not enough, and that's why I know all the things that I do, because I really prepared myself for my second child. Now with my second child, I'm getting a mild type of postpartum depression around 6-7 months, because I had taken out my nighttime pump, which completely made my hormones go haywire. It was like up and down, mood swings, craziness. Just your mind just goes somewhere with the hormones, and it's just, there's nothing you can do about it. It's hormones, and the postpartum depression is real. Now, I've never experienced wanting to harm myself or my children, thank God. Because I know that some ladies do go through severe postpartum depression and they feel like harming themselves or others. And I mean, if you're even think about wanting to harm yourself or your children, you have to go get help. You go get help even before that happens. Even if you're feeling a little depressed, maybe your doctor can give you a list of supplements you can take that are natural, that are okay with breastfeeding if you are breastfeeding. If you're not, you can take a lot more variety of things to help your moods. Even antidepressants, ladies, if you need them, don't be embarrassed, go to your doctor and get them. Luckily I don't have the severe kind, so I was able to just try to regulate my hormones with different foods and things like moringa and other supplements that help, but I can only take so much because I am a breastfeeding mom, and I just honestly sometimes I've wanted to just go to the doctor and say, okay, forget it. I'm giving up breastfeeding. I'm just going to go on antidepressants. That's how bad it was getting for me. Just really sad. You just feel really sad all day. You want to cry. You feel like, you know, you're helpless. There's nothing you can do. Like, you don't have any self-worth or self-respect to yourself. You're not taking care of yourself. You don't want to get out of bed. You dread the day because of all the stress that's going to be there. You're not alone. Even I have felt this way at times, and I just have to consider myself one of the lucky ones that I've exposed myself to a lot of meditation and calming exercises, and, you know, doesn't always work. There are days like today where I had a really rough day. So I finally got us all together. The baby's fever finally came down, thank God, after I sat and said a prayer. And we went out, and I went and got us some sushi. I eat the cooked kind, even though I can eat whatever I want now with, as long as it's low mercury fish. I went out and ate some yummy sushi. I had some mussels and some miso soup, and just, I think, a shrimp and crab hand roll with masago, which is one of my favorites. And my daughter had some miso soup with like some of the crab that is mixed in with the mayonnaise, and she really loves that. So we just kind of splurged and had a nosh fest, if you will. Anyway, that's my story. I'm sitting in the car at the park now, just taking a breather, having a wonderful, wonderful, much needed mommy Starbucks coffee while the girls are asleep in the back seat in their little. Can you see? Sleepy girls. There. Let's see this one. Let's see this one. Little sleepy girl. And of course I check their breathing and stuff while they're sleeping in the back. But that was my crazy long rant today. I hope you guys can relate to me, and I hope you watched this whole thing, and I don't know if you learned anything from it, but thank you for sharing my rough day with me. I would appreciate any kind of positive comments that you could leave me to keep going strong and staying a good mommy and being healthy, because I really need it today. Thank you all for taking the time out of your busy, beautiful lives to make us important enough to watch our videos and to like our videos and subscribe to our channel. And you all just make me have a much better day anyway, because I look forward to seeing all of your thumbs up on our videos and all of your comments. Thank you again. Have a beautiful day. This is the famous mommy on I've Had a Rough Day. Signing off. Mwah.